All right, so here we are with Regan Krieger. She works right now for Milwaukee Rescue Mission. Is that right?
Yes.
And what does Milwaukee Rescue Mission do? Would be my
Well,
first question.
we are Wisconsin's oldest and largest faith-based homeless shelter, actually homeless shelter in general, and we happen to be faith-based.
Okay, sounds good. And what is the social issue that you guys are addressing?
Since 1893, the Milwaukee Rescue Mission has addressed poverty and homelessness affecting men, women, and children in the city of Milwaukee.
Wow, that's really good. I really like that. Actually, the um, so we're doing like this in this class. We have to kind of like create the plan for our own nonprofit, and mine also falls along the lines of like homelessness and poverty. So that's really cool. Um, I'm really interested in that right now. I really like that. What kind of programs does your organization have in place?
MRM offers four different programs, the largest one being Safe Harbor, which meets emergency needs for men, as well as provides assistance with job training, mentoring, and recovery services in a 12-month residency program. For women and children with nowhere else to turn, Joy House provides emergency help and long term recovery programs.
Hmm.
Our Equip department provides after school tutoring and community assistance with job resources, meals, and clothing. And the fourth one is something very unique for an organization that serves the homeless population. And that is Cross Trainers Academy, which is a K through 12 school offering Christian education for at-risk students.
Wow, dang. So yeah, you guys really are doing a lot um, to address the social issue. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Wow.
well run.
Um, and so do you believe that the issue is being fully addressed by your organization or by other organizations, or do you think that there's more work that needs to be done?
Well, a large percentage of homeless individuals are struggling with addictions and mental illness, which results in their being impoverished and displaced.
Hmm.
On a whole, homelessness is being fully addressed and by multiple local organizations,
Hmm.
some of which are religious in nature, such as the
Yeah.
Salvation Army. However, more work is needed across the board in terms of recruiting staff that has the professional skill set for serving those with addictions and mental illness.
Hmm. Okay. Wow. I really, dang, I really like that. What kind of work would be needed if so or no, or is it
Um,
fine?
Probably in terms of recruiting that educated staff
Hmm.
that is familiar with working with those struggling with um, not just alcohol addictions, which is the traditional
Yeah.
cause of homelessness, but
Hmm.
modern day issues like opioids and drugs.
Okay. Or even in some cases now COVID-19 too. Um,
Yes, that does
like you
present
said.
an additional challenge.
Yeah. How is that challenged you guys this past year?
Well, we have been in close contact, so to speak,
Hmm.
with the local health officials in terms of following guidelines and implementing those, whether it's for lodging or for meals or even in donation handling and distribution. But we've successfully been able to put those in place and keep everyone safe, so to speak.
Wow. Yeah. I really like that. It's really good to see that nonprofits are also able to kind of like improvise and adapt to um, the various hoops that the government is making them throw it or jump through, basically, or so to speak.
Mhm,
Um, and just to like just to keep everybody safe.
mhm.
Um, but
And
yeah,
that's our
wow.
priority. And
Yeah,
not just
exactly.
the folks we serve, but of course our staff as well. We're very
Yeah.
intentional on keeping everyone safe.
Oh yeah. And finally, how's your organization funded?
Well, the Milwaukee Rescue Mission receives no government funding for our programs. Our homeless neighbors rely on the generous contributions of businesses, churches, organizations, and individuals.
Wow. Okay. Wow. That's really good. I'm so glad to hear the impact that you guys are making in Milwaukee. And with my project personally, like I hope that um if implemented, that it would be able to replicate what you guys are doing almost.
Mhm.
And like
Wonderful.
just because, yeah. And is your um does your what is it, organization have like a certain denomination that they're from, or is it just kind of like overall just like Christian or
It would be considered non-denominational Christian.
okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Protestant, probably more so, but we do receive a lot of support from our Catholic neighbors as well.
Okay. That's really good. It's good to see that you guys are receiving support from other different denominations, like
Mhm.
multiple different ones.
Sure.
Um, do you think that it's kind of an asset to be non-denominational compared to being a certain denomination, or
Oh,
something like that?
certainly. Yeah, it broadens our opportunities to raise resources as well as to, well, really, it's just meant to be evangelical in nature, just providing the gospel in terms of um, that is what ends up being the lasting change agent
Hmm.
is the gospel message, which is, of course, represented by a variety of denominations.
Yeah. And so you guys do kind of like do you guys do a little bit of like evangelism here and there too through your guys's programs too?
Oh,
Or
yes. Mhm.
okay,
Yeah, in
sounds good.
fact, our main campus actually has their own chapel,
Hmm.
and chapel attendance, well, attendance is required. Participation is not required, but attendance is.
Okay. Oh, okay. I understand what the difference is. I was like, what's the difference? But I understand. Um,
Yeah.
and so you guys have multiple different locations around Milwaukee then, right?
We have the main campus, which in one building houses all of the shelter individuals, as well as our administrative offices, our cafeteria, our chapel. It's a big building, and as well as the volunteer room and visitor lobby. Our other campus is the Cross Trainers Academy School. It's about 3 miles to the north of us.
Okay. Wow. Well, thank you so much for taking your time, Regan, in talking to me and having this short interview.
Mhm.
And I'm so glad to hear what's going on in Milwaukee. And like I said before, I hope to replicate that with the plan that I'm trying to make in this class too. So,
Oh, wonderful. My pleasure. And if you need anything else, let me know.
all right.